In 8, we're going to end up with product rule because we have x times arc cosine. Right, so x times inverse cosine of square root of 4x plus 1. So we're using product rule here. Take the derivative of the first part, derivative of the x is just 1, so we just end up with that times inverse cosine square root of 4x plus 1 plus x times derivative of this whole thing. So inverse cosine, that's going to be negative. I'm just going to go ahead, I'll put this in parentheses, we got the negative 1 over square root of 1 minus u squared. So if we take this whole thing here and square it, what are we going to end up with? 4x plus 1. But be careful, we want parentheses around that because we're subtracting that whole thing. Times derivative of this, well, we're going to have to use chain rule for the derivative of this because we've got the square root and the inside part. So we have 1/2 times 4x plus 1 to the negative 1/2 times derivative of 4x plus 1 is just 4. Let's see if we can simplify anything here. The 2 and the 4 simplify, and we just end up with the 2 there. We have inverse cosine of square root of 4x plus 1. And this is going to be minus because of that negative in here. We've got a 2 left on top, an x left on top. Everything else is going to be in the bottom. If we distribute this to 1 minus 4x minus negative 1, or sorry, this is a plus 1. So 1 minus 1, all we're going to end up with there is 4x. Right, so for this just simplifies to 4x. This 4x plus 1 to the negative 1/2, that's going to be under the square root in the denominator, so we can just keep that under the same square root. If you wanted to, you could distribute that, but you could probably just leave that as is. Negative 4, you're right, thank you. All right, so because of the minus, we get negative 4x is all that's left right there.